Good morning, everyone. I am going to be making some banana waffles this morning to go with the caramel-like sauce I made the other day. And for this recipe, I'm making it gluten-free, dairy-free, and nut-free. And so the ingredients I'm using are 3/4 cup oat flour, 3/4 cup all-purpose gluten-free flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a little bit of salt, a pinch of nutmeg, 2 eggs, 1 cup of rice milk, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 cup of mashed banana, 6 tablespoons of the coconut oil, and 1 banana to slice up for the top. I will measure everything out and be back to show you how I did it. Okay, I'm back and I have measured out all of my ingredients and I'm going to start adding them. I'm going to add the dry ingredients first. This is the oat flour that I just blended up some gluten-free oats, 3/4 cup. This is my gluten-free flour. Because I use flours that are basically equivalent to regular flour, you should be able to use regular flour with this recipe, but I'm trying to make this one gluten-free. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder to my mix and a little pinch or dash of salt, probably about a 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon, and then a little bit of cinnamon. I think this is about a teaspoon, and about a teaspoon of nutmeg. If you don't like any of these spices or like one or the other, you can leave it out and it should be fine. And then I'm just gonna stir it around a bit, and I am going to add my rice milk, but if you weren't making it dairy or nut-free, you could use some other type of milk and stir it. And I'm going to add in, let's see, first I think I'm going to whisk up 2 of the eggs, or 2 eggs I should say. Make sure it kind of looks like a scrambled egg mixture. And add that in. Oops. And stir it. Scrape the sides. Try to get underneath. And then I am going to add my mashed up banana. Again, I freeze bananas and kind of split them in half, put them in a Ziploc bag, and then I just de-thaw it in the microwave and mush it up with a potato masher or fork. If you like it less chunky, you can also puree it with an immersion blender or put it in the regular blender. And then I have about a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. You can add a little bit more if you really like vanilla. You could also add other extracts, like a banana extract if you wanted, to make it even more banana-y, but I think it's going to be good the way it is. And then I have 6 tablespoons of coconut oil that I have melted down in the microwave. I just put it for 45 seconds to a minute in the microwave and it becomes liquid. And I'm going to stir this around. And then I'm just gonna heat up the waffle maker, and I will be back in a little bit just to show you how I pour it in and take them out and what they look like. So the waffle iron just beeped that it's hot enough and ready for the first batch. So I'm just going to scoop a ladle of the batter in the center. You could make it more filled. I kind of like circular ones or semi-circular ones, and I have a square waffle maker, so I kind of make it into a circle. And then what I like about doing it this way is the batter doesn't ooze out the sides, and it keeps the machine a little easier to clean up at the end. I'm going to let this cook till it beeps again and take a look at what the finished product looks like. All right, the first one just is done, so I'm going to take it out of the waffle maker and put it on the plate. I'm going to plate it up with some banana and caramel sauce and show you what it looks like. Just a tip, if you're making waffles and it's not removing from your waffle maker, sometimes I just let it cook a little bit longer. If you are getting resistance when you try to lift up the lid of the waffle maker, sometimes what that means is it just hasn't released from the pan. And I just give it a few more minutes and test it again, and then it lifts up. Sometimes when you take them out too early, you can create a big mess in your waffle maker, and just waiting a couple seconds can make all the difference. Okay, so I've plated it up. I sliced some bananas and topped them on top of the waffle, and I heated up the caramel-like sauce I made the other day in a video, and I'm just going to I heated it up in the microwave for 30 seconds or so till it became more liquidy, and now I'm just gonna drizzle it over the top, and voila, you've got a delicious breakfast. Hope you enjoy.